Have you ever spent hours studying only to forget most of the material later? The key to effective learning isn't the time spent, but the strategies you use. By developing strong learning habits, you can absorb and retain information more effectively, making your efforts truly count. In this lesson, we'll explore evidence-based techniques like active recall, spaced repetition, and note-taking strategies to maximize your learning potential. 1. The science of effective learning. Effective learning aligns with how your brain processes and stores information. Research shows that passive techniques, such as rereading notes, are far less effective than methods that require active engagement. Active learning strengthens neural connections and promotes better retention, transforming how you internalize knowledge. 2. Active recall, the power of retrieval practice. Active recall is a method where you test your memory by retrieving information without referring to notes. This practice forces your brain to work harder, making it a highly effective way to reinforce knowledge. How to practice active recall. Use flashcards. Write questions on one side and answers on the other. Regularly quiz yourself. Close the book. After reading a section, pause and recite the main ideas in your own words. Solve practice questions. Test yourself using past exam papers or practice quizzes. For example, if you're learning about photosynthesis, instead of passively rereading a textbook, actively ask yourself, what are the steps of photosynthesis? And answer from memory. 3. Spaced repetition. Timing matters. Spaced repetition involves reviewing material at increasing intervals over time, combating the natural forgetting curve. This technique ensures information moves from short-term to long-term memory. How to use spaced repetition. Review material on the same day you learn it. Revisit it a day later, then after a week, and so on. Use apps like Anki or Quizlet, which automate the spaced repetition process. For instance, if you study a topic on Monday, review it briefly on Wednesday, then again the following Monday to reinforce retention. 4. Note-taking strategies. Effective note-taking not only organizes information, but also deepens your engagement with the material. Popular methods include Cornell method. Divide your page into 3 sections. For keywords, detailed notes, and a summary. Review by testing yourself on the keywords. Mind mapping. Create a visual diagram connecting main ideas and subtopics. This method is especially useful for understanding relationships between concepts. Outlining. Use bullet points or numbered lists to organize information hierarchically, making it easier to review later. 5. Real-life application. Imagine preparing for a presentation. Instead of rereading slides endlessly, you rehearse key points aloud. Active recall. Revisit your notes over several days, spaced repetition, and create a mind map to visualize your arguments. These strategies leave you well prepared and confident. Reflection. Exercise. Take a moment to reflect. I think, which study habits are currently working for me and which aren't? I feel, how could these techniques improve my learning? I will do. What's one habit I'll start practicing this week to enhance my learning? Tips for success. Stay consistent. Incorporate these strategies into your routine. Combine methods. Use active recall and spaced repetition together for optimal results. Start small. Focus on one technique at a time to avoid feeling overwhelmed. Closing thought. Here's a quote to inspire you. Tell me and I forget. Teach me and I may remember. Involve me and I learn. Benjamin Franklin. By adopting effective learning habits, you take control of your education and unlock your potential for success.